I love the fact that Clay County's dry. I love that it's the, one of the last places in Alabama that is a dry county. And, a lot of people are for a wet-dry referendum. I'm not going to say the majority, but there's definitely a contingent that wants to see us go wet. And their argument is that the tax revenue from alcohol sales for the county will bring in more tourism, it'll bring in additional income. However, it's not a valid argument. In Clay County, because we are dry, there's some electric co-op fund that Clay County receives. I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of $350,000 a year in revenue because we are dry. So if Clay County were to go wet, we'd lose that. And according to all the math that they've done, the revenue that they've received from tax for alcohol sales, because the county receives a very small portion, wouldn't even come near to offsetting it, much less exceeding it. Clay County's only got 13,000 residents.
Growing up, I didn't really think much about it, but now owning a business in the community, it's a big deal because restaurants aren't staying open later. We'll get done and every restaurant, with a show, and every restaurant in town is closed. So it's a little rough to have a business and in a community that other businesses aren't staying open late as well and supporting each other. People in our community that do drink are going to go and get it. They're going to go get it somewhere. And as many people, the tax dollars are going somewhere else, and it could really help support our schools or our local community if they were spending money here.
It actually takes business away sometimes from local places simply because even if you just wanted to have a toast of champagne at the end, it's just not something that a business in Clay County can provide.
So they take it out, they take it someplace else?
Sure, there are venues all over the area and it's easy to cross the county line and end up at one of those where something like that can happen.
One thing we've heard people say is that there's just not much to do after, say, 5 o'clock or something.
Except go out of the county.
Yeah.
The only chain restaurant that we have in town is a fast food chain. Because we own our own restaurant here, obviously I like local places.
Yeah.
I don't advocate a lot of chains coming in, but at the same time, after 5 or 7 o'clock, it's hard to get a good meal.